What's up, guys? HTG Brian here, and welcome back to another Last of Us Part 2 video. This happens to be Chapter 8, The Gate, all collectibles. You can see there we got a list of all the different things we're going to find throughout this, and I have kind of a funny story that I'll be sharing through some of the dead moments about how it took me 3 full times to get through this video with all of the collectibles. Now, quick reminder, we do have all cutscenes and non-essential gameplay removed, and we have sped this up ever so slightly. We do also have quick links down below in the video description. Now, if you're worried about missing out on some of this stuff as it transitions right into the horseback riding here, there's really only one way to go, and it dumps you out right here at these cars. It kind of cues you up, hey, there's some cars. We're going to jump off and actually pay attention to the old bus stop here. Inside on the far right wall is going to be trading card number 1. Now we hop back on, and this is a little bit of a funny angle as it takes us away from the bus stop. It basically aims us the way we just came from. So we got to turn around and go up this hill, which is kind of dark and shadowy. It actually, on my first run, I couldn't figure out where to go. Luckily, I had my co-pilot Reese with me, and he was able to point me up the hill. Then we actually took a right down here, but everybody knows you got to take a left at Albuquerque, right? Everybody knows that. So you got to take a left and follow the pathway down here. You might notice that the thumbnail was taken from this section. But as we get a little further up, before we hit that next road sign, right after we cross under the bridge, we're going to find a little open fence line here, and there's a construction trailer on the left. We're actually going to hop off our horse and jump inside and find trading card number 2. Now, keep in mind, you can actually do the listen feature and hit circle to scan. It'll kind of show you where all those collectibles are. You can see the trading card is on the corkboard on the first wall in there before entering the back office. And speaking of back office, in the drawer, we find a map of Seattle. It looks actually kind of nice, in good shape and very colorful. Now, there is also another drawer here that has some alcohol in it. Now, we're not marking the alcohol and rags. Same with the ammo, too. We're kind of leaving those up to you guys because everybody's going to need a little something different. We're going to try to make note of them as we go by, but sometimes we're going to not need ammo. It's going to be too full, so we might just not pick it up. But again, we'll try to point it out. Now, this next one is actually going to be a journal entry, and it's up here, and it's actually kind of a cinematic moment. You walk in, and Dina says, oh, look, there's that wall, and we're talking about it right now as well. But yeah, anyways, so funny story. So the first time I played through, it was just real rough, and you guys know I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff. I want you guys to know that I want you guys to have confidence that I know what I'm doing. And sometimes when I'm going right and I should have been going left and looking around a little too much, I just feel like it could be better. So we started it over. Now, the second time we got through, I'll get back to that in a second. Here we go. We got another collectible coming up here. It's the journal entry. It's the big WLF sign on the gate, which ironically is the name of this level. So, ooh, we said it. We said it. A little Family Guy reference for you there. Go ahead and walk up to it. It should prompt for the journal entry. Grab that. And before hopping on the horse or doing anything else, we're going to follow this fence line down here and hang a U-turn. And as we turn around, there's a little guard shack here. And inside the guard shack is going to be a couple of weapon parts. In fact, there's 3 of them. It's just one pickup times 3. And then we're going to go right back down and out and into this little building here. We got another little trailer here, a little portable office, if you will. Climb up inside this bad boy, and right on the desk in the middle should be artifact number 2. Now, as we continue along, we're going to hop right out the back door, and there's another trailer right here. You can either hop over the fence or go to the right-hand side here where there's an opening and climb up the stairs, and inside there's going to be a collectible basically in the same spot as the last, right there on the middle of the desk. Thank you very much. This one's a little bit greasier. Stages of infection. It's kind of a warning there. We'll head out the back door, giggity, and make our way around to this cages over here. Now, this is not essential, but like I said, I'm going to try to point out these and grab these as we go along. A little bit of a rag there, so we'll hop up on the truck right behind that, and in the bed of the old truck is going to be another weapon part pickup times 7. Let's go! All right, hop up on the truck or climb down and up onto the cage and jump across on top of them. This is a little tricky here. We got to do a couple of parkour jumps. Up and around and yeet your way across here. Yeet. All right, we got it. Now, we see this broken ladder. We're going to need some help. Almost always, we usually boost somebody up. They go up there. But then we get helped up this time. So, upsy daisy. Grab onto that ladder there. Go ahead and hit the L1 button to go ahead and climb a little faster. She gets a little crazy climbing here. Watch this. Look at her. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. All right, up the stairs we go all the way around. It's a little bit of a doozy here as we got to do a little tiptoeing and then jump across. Not fun. I certainly would not be doing this in RL, but that's a whole nother story. Now we got a, there's a balance queue there. I'm playing on super easy. You probably are too. Probably doesn't affect you guys much, but there may be some balance involved there. Go ahead and drop down in and jump back up and over to this little, it looks like a cell phone tower, if I'm being honest. Some sort of power tower. And we got some bad language there. Language there, Ellie. And as soon as we get control again, we're going to look up to our left and jump over this wall here. Now, as soon as we get up on this wall, we're going to actually look to our left and follow this path all the way down. Now, this is kind of tricky because the game wants you to hit this ladder and go down, but there's actually a ladder on the hard left, which is easily missed if you don't spin around. So make sure you do that, spin around, go up the ladder, and up top, the very first thing you see is going to be weapon part number 3. Psych! It's actually another rag. But it's weapon part number 3, which happens to be 5 pieces. Just to the right of it on the same table is going to be trading card number 3, which happens to be the Chessmaster trading card. And last but not least, we have an artifact, which happens to be a note from, it looks like Isaac, I think? So back down the ladder we go, and then, of course, down the intended ladder, which will put us down in kind of a new courtyard area. And this is where I made my second mistake. So there's this whole generator section that we have to use a rope to power up multiple, like, power nodes, if you will. You'll see what I'm talking about. They're little boxes, and we got to move this cord that powers up the box. And here's the first box on the right here. Actually, I'm going to grab this and toss through the window first. There's a handful of items on the ground. I definitely recommend picking one up, tossing it through the window, and then grabbing another one for later use. Over on the right-hand side where the fence is this power box that I was just talking about. We push the button, we find that there's no power. Oh, imagine that. We're going to have to go through that building and around the backside where there's a generator. We'll pump it up, and then plug it in. But we got some stuff to do first before we do that. First, we're going to grab this artifact inside. Booyakashow. It's not in the same place as all the others. It's over on the far left drawer, right by the back door. We'll grab that up and make our way out back and, of course, pay attention to the generator and start it up. Now, I tried to grab the rope first. Unfortunately, you cannot do that. Start the Jenny up, but do not plug it in. I repeat, do not plug it into that prompt on the other side of the fence. We actually have some real crazy trickery that has to go on here after I noob it up on the old generator pulls there. We'll go to the back of the generator. So walk around. Watch this. Toss it up. Make sure it's on the right side of that sign. And booyakashow. Now, this is super tricky. Watch this. We're going to go through this gate. And we're going to turn around. And we're going to actually climb up the generator rope here. There's a prompt for it. I was trying to find it. There it is. Hit the X button and climb up there. Now, the reason why I had to play this an extra time was because I had plugged that into the power box. And unfortunately, you cannot unplug it to get up here and do this after you've completed both power boxes. So, up top here, we've got an artifact sitting right there. There was also either alcohol or a rag. Also, some supplements. So, we've got a total of 82, it looks like. But we grabbed, what was it, the 7 right there? And there's another trading card sitting on the ground, as well as some other goodies, including 6 more supplements. So make sure you grabbed all of that stuff. Now, don't make the mistake that I make. You're going to want to go ahead and pick this rope up. And I fall down at kind of a funny angle here. And as a result, the rope gets tangled on the rooftop. So Reese was like kind of laughing at me. But he's like, oh, no big deal. It's not going to hurt anything. Actually, psych. It does. It's not long enough now because it's wrapped around those poles up top. So I personally have to grab the rope and untangle it, which is kind of crazy because of how it is. Look, it's like upsies, overs, undies, overs, aroundies. It's all over the place. So I think, okay, here we go. Maybe this will work. Hopefully I don't toss it over the other fence. Oh, no, I did. Good news is, though, it is free from the roof, and I can go ahead and grab it and wrap it up. Hopefully, you guys don't have any troubles with this, but I do got to give props to Naughty Dog for how well that rope actually works. And I've heard that it actually took like 2 or 3 months for them to work that all out and get that good. Now, quick reminder, we do have quick links down below in the video description. The next one's going to be a weapon part. It is coming up, but this is all stuff that you're going to have to do as well. So go ahead and talk to Dina. And next up, we're going to have to basically take that, now that we got on this side of the fence, because we got it open with the power box, we're going to have to disconnect that power and hook it up to another box to open up the gate to allow Dina through. Now, I thought about going to get the collectibles, as you could see, but then Reese was like, no, go do the story bits first, Dad. And you know what? He was right. So I went ahead and did this. So we're going to go grab the power from the box. and toss it over. So now when I said I couldn't come back and redo this stuff, I had already plugged it into the second box here. I was waiting for Reese to kind of figure out where that collectible was, but it turned out we needed this rope to get on the roof, and I plugged it in. He's like, yeah, just wait. And I was like, no, it's cool, we can do this. And I plugged it in. He's like, no, we need the rope. And I was like, wait, this rope? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, oh no, so I had to do it all over again. But go ahead and get that plugged in there and smash the window, allowing you to get inside this new area here. Of course, there is another rag sitting on the table, but we really need to get through that window. I wasn't trying to waste any ammo, and I was kind of having a hard time remembering how to melee. The buttons on this game are so different than every other game I play, so I needed a little reminder. Smash the window, climb up the ladder into the old sniper tower here. And inside, we're going to find weapon part number 5, which happens to be 12 parts. It's a 9 and a 3, sitting right next to a 17 supplement pack. That's right, 17. And, of course, there's also some alcohol up there, too. So we'll drop down, and, you know, that's actually it for all of the collectibles. But there is a code that's needed in order to open the door, and I felt this might be helpful, too. So we'll drop back down in here. We'll go to the prompt here. Now, this only works because we've got the power hooked up from the generator outside. Make sure you do that. Punch in the code 0512. It goes ahead and hits the button. Booyakashow. In comes Dina and the horse. We almost lose the tail. Ka-chow. And that's good, though. But hey, guess what? That is it for this level. There's a little bit left, but not anything that's essential. Hopefully you guys enjoyed The Last of Us Part 2, The Gate, all collectibles video. And, if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And, of course, I'll be back shortly with some more collectibles. Hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. As for me, that's going to do it. Until next time,